Hey, what's up everybody? Shane here. It's been a while since I did one of these developer log type videos, so I figure I would try and put one together. But thinking a little bit about bosses and boss behavior, and I've prototyped a couple behaviors. I just wanted to show it off, show you basically what bosses look like in their early stages, you know, when there's only one or two behaviors. Just give you a sense of how I approach designing and implementing boss fights. So I've got a stage here called the boss test scene. You'll notice all the bosses have essentially this same artwork. Just have this placeholder art in there to give you a sense of, you know, what the size of the enemy would be, and suggest just what some of their animations would be. And you'll see all of the bosses are essentially a variation of this guy with some different palettes swapped in. So yeah, this first guy, he has essentially one attack behavior. He shoots a slow-moving knife at you. Then he walks back and forth. One problem I was facing is when you hit him, you see there is a stun state. But to prevent the player from being able to stun lock him, you know, you have to solve that problem. So how do you do that? Well, in this case, you hit him a few times and he jumps backwards to escape the hit stun. And if he's too close to a wall on the left or right side, he'll actually jump over the player to escape being locked down by hits like that. So yeah, that was the first guy. This second guy here is just a variation of that, but he throws a barrel, as you can see. And right now the barrel just bounces around forever, and it will bounce around until it hits you. Probably going to want to give that some kind of duration so that it automatically explodes on the fifth bounce or whatever. I'll better give myself some life here, I'm going to die. But yeah, we are planning on having a junkyard stage in the game. I think this guy might fit well in that stage. Maybe instead of throwing barrels, he just throws pieces of garbage at you. I don't know, toilets and refrigerators and stuff like that. We'll see. All right, let me give myself some more health here before I move into the next scene. So yeah, this is just a little mech boss that Jeff drew up, and I actually used this sprite to draw the Macho Man sprites that you see on the other bosses. But yeah, this guy's behavior, he just shoots, right now he just shoots a homing missile at you and it survives for a couple seconds. Let's kill him. Give myself some health. Alright, this next guy is a little bit more advanced, and you'll see you'll see the behavior is super crude right now, but he's got a chain whip, and he'll try and whip the player with the chain, but he'll also jump up and try and swing from this node using the chain. As you can see right now, it's super crude. He basically just walks over to this point on the right side, swings his chain, and then he does a little swing maneuver around this single node. But yeah, I really want to have this guy swinging around the boss arena during this fight. If you've ever played Shovel Knight, you'll know that one of the mini bosses, like one of the bosses that wanders around the map, I think he's called Baz Knight. He has a behavior like this where he swings a whip and he swings from some nodes in the sky, or from the ceiling. So this guy's definitely inspired by that guy from Shovel Knight. All right, let's kill him. Oh, come on. Alright, move on to the next one. Alright, so now we've got the classic rat boss who, well, right now, because the room's not perfectly rectangular, he just goes up a little bit and immediately starts going left or right, but in his final state, he'll actually walk around the room, crawl on the ceilings, and then when he's above the player, he'll drop down on the player, or he'll shoot some projectiles from the ceiling or something like that. But for him to work correctly, you gotta have him in a closed room, at least right now. Alright, so here we've got a boss inspired by a boss from Shatterhand. He's a guy who clings to the walls, and he just jumps back and forth, and he'll throw some projectiles from these walls too. I'm not sure if he's ever going to jump on the ground or not, or if I'm going to keep him on the walls, but right now he just jumps back and forth and shoots the slow-moving knife. Alright, moving on. Here we got a colorful palette swap of this guy, but he jumps up and does like a dive kick down. And actually, I don't think he walks left or right. Like he only jumps from position to position. So yeah, this guy's going to be much more kind of aerobatic and frantic, jumping around the screen and doing dive kicks and stuff like that. All right, here we've got a flamethrower boss. If you've played Hunt Down, there's like there's a boss like this who walks around with a flamethrower. So I was just trying to capture that kind of behavior with this guy. So he can, if he does it, he'll actually jump up onto these platforms, and he can also jump down. You'll see he'll crouch and jump down. He jumped up. Come on, crouch and fall, crouch and fall. You can do it. Oh, there we go. I thought he was going to embarrass me and just not do that behavior. That's all I got right now. He'll also probably throw some bombs around, which will leave some fire on the ground for a certain amount of time. But the way I like to implement and think about boss fights, I typically just start with a base set of behaviors. You know, walking around, jumping. You've got your knockback. You've got your hopping away from multiple hits. But after that, you know, every boss has some kind of unique behavior. With this guy, it's the flamethrower and the hopping up and dropping down through the platforms. And once you have that kind of core concept, that kind of core thing that defines his unique behavior, you just add additional behaviors to kind of gel with it and have a, you know, work well with the theme. That's what I'm trying to say. Here we've got a guy who just jumps up and kind of belly flops down. Also kind of inspired by a boss in Hunt Down. There's like a wrestler guy that you fight in a wrestling ring, and I think he jumps onto like the sides of the ring and kind of belly flops down. So this guy's inspired by that. Actually, he kind of has like a Mega Man Chill Penguin-esque thing when he's like down and flat on his stomach on the ground. Maybe he'll slide around or something like that. Kind of a throwback to Mega Man. Well, if you've noticed, all of the bosses have been kind of grounded humanoid enemies so far. So we gotta have some kind of air enemies in the game. So I slapped some wings on our sprite, and he's just kind of chilling here. He doesn't have any behavior, but if I hit him a few times, he should just fly off screen and never bother us again. I think in Vice Project Doom, there's like a sludge boss, or he's like an oil boss or ooze or something, and he melts into the ground and pops back up. So I was trying to do something similar with this guy, where he kind of melts down into a puddle. He'll move like left and right frantically, faster than this, and he'll reform, and he'll do some kind of weird morphing, maybe like a big gooey hammer or something, and slam down and shoot slime balls at you. But right now I just got the kind of morphing and moving left and right behavior here. And I'm not sure if I have anything else after him, so let's kill him and see if we've got anything to the right. That might be all I have here. Come on. All right, yeah, I think that's the final boss I've got right now. Yeah, just some early concepts, some early sketches of behavior. Yeah, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that gives you some insight into you know, how I go about developing bosses. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.